Have you ever fallen into the perfect sleep? You know, the kind that feels like sinking into warm clouds, only to wake up 2 hours later because your bladder had other plans? You're not alone. In fact, for women over 60, nighttime urination, called nocturia, is one of the most common sleep disruptors. But here's the twist most people don't know. It's not always how much water you drink. It's when you drink it that determines whether you'll be sleeping peacefully or pacing to the bathroom at 2 a.m. in fuzzy slippers, muttering under your breath. So, let me ask you something personal. What if the secret to better sleep wasn't sleeping pills, or complicated routines, or cutting off all fluids at 5 p.m., but just drinking water at 5 smart times during the day? That's what we're diving into today. 5 golden times to drink water that are backed by science, customized for women over 50, and designed to gently retrain your bladder without making you feel parched, cranky, or overwhelmed. But before we reveal time number 1, let's talk about the real reason this matters. Let me introduce you to Elaine, a 68-year-old retired librarian from Ohio. She told me I'd fall asleep with no problem, but then I'd be up at 1 a.m., then again at 3:30. Each time it was like my bladder had set a silent alarm. She tried everything, cutting back fluids, cranberry supplements, even sleeping upright in her recliner like a statue. Nothing helped. Then, one day, her granddaughter, bless her tech-savvy heart, read her an article from the Cleveland Clinic about hydration timing and circadian rhythm. Elaine adjusted when she drank her water, not just how much. And within 5 days, she slept through the night for the first time in over 3 years. Here's the thing. Your bladder is part of your body's internal clock. It listens to hormones, hydration levels, even light exposure. So if you drink water in a way that syncs with your body's natural rhythm, you'll train your bladder to hold it longer and, more importantly, to behave during bedtime hours. So let's get into it. Here's the first game-changing tip. Best time, number 1, 7 a.m., the morning flush. Right after you wake up, before your coffee, before your phone, before anything, drink a glass of water. Why? Because your kidneys have been filtering your blood all night. That waste, it's sitting in your bladder like a rude overnight guest. Morning hydration helps flush your system, telling your kidneys, "Great job. Now let's move on." According to a 2023 study by Johns Hopkins, early hydration supports better kidney function and lowers pressure on the bladder during the next night's sleep. It's like setting up a clean slate. Bonus, it also helps ease constipation, which can also contribute to nighttime peeing. Yep, everything's connected down there. Plus, let's be real, starting the day with water also means you'll crave less soda, sugary tea, or extra coffee later that can irritate your bladder. Practical tip: set a glass next to your toothbrush. If you brush your teeth, you drink water. Make it a rule. Easy. Best time, number 2, 9:30 a.m., the energy booster. A second glass about 2 hours after waking is your hydration follow-up shot. It keeps your energy steady and helps your body process your breakfast without sending every sip straight to your bladder. Why 9:30? Because your metabolism is peaking around this time and your bladder muscles are more active, which means they can handle the extra fluid. This window also allows you to fully process that water well before your evening wind down. In short, morning water is used for energy, not stored as excess fluid while you're sleeping. But here's where most people get it wrong. They skip this mid-morning water and then guzzle half their daily intake in the evening when they're finally catching up. That's how you invite a 3 a.m. bathroom sprint. Don't do it. Style tip, because why not? Get yourself a cute glass tumbler or a floral water bottle that makes you want to drink water. Hydration should feel classy. not clinical. Best time. Number 3, 12 p.m. Hydrate with lunch. Not after lunch is your hydration checkpoint. This is when you pair food and water together, not one after the other. Here's the science. When you drink water with food, it's absorbed more slowly. That gives your body more time to use it for digestion and temperature regulation, not rush it through your system like it's late for a meeting. Plus, digestion takes time, especially after 60. Water helps break down food, softens stool, and reduces that bloating discomfort that can pressure your bladder later in the day. What to avoid? Chugging water after a salty lunch, or finishing your meal with 2 big glasses of iced tea. That spikes your fluid load, and your bladder will let you know right around bedtime. Pro tip: add lemon or a cucumber slice to your lunch water. Both are gentle on the bladder, and add a little spa day elegance to your meal. You deserve it. So let's pause for a second and reflect. By the time it's 1 p.m., you've already consumed about 60 to 70% of your daily water, without even thinking about it. That's intentional. Why? Because this gives your kidneys enough time to filter, and your bladder enough time to empty before bedtime. Remember, your body takes 6 to 8 hours to process water, so whatever you drink at 7 p.m., it's likely still making its way down at 2 a.m. No wonder you're waking up, but don't worry. We still have 2 more hydration times that are critical for stopping nighttime urination, including the one time of day most seniors are making a bladder mistake without even realizing it. Coming up next, we'll cover time number 4 and time number 5, including the golden rule of stopping water before bed, plus 3 soothing drinks that relax your bladder without dehydrating you. If you've ever wondered, should I drink herbal tea at night? Is warm milk a myth? What actually helps instead of hurts? We'll answer all of that. Stick with me and let's rebuild your hydration rhythm, one smart sip at a time. Let's pick up right where we left off. By 1 p.m., your hydration foundation is in place. Your body's been properly fueled, your kidneys are happy, and your bladder is doing its job without waking you up at night to file complaints. But here's where things get tricky. A lot of people hit what I call the 2 o'clock thirst panic. You know the one, where you realize you haven't drunk anything since lunch, your mouth is dry, and suddenly you're chugging water like it's your job? That's the hydration mistake that ruins your sleep. So let's talk about the next crucial moment. Best time number 4. 2 p.m., the afternoon anchor. Yes, you should drink water in the afternoon, but strategically. Here's the rule: slow, steady, small sips. By 2 p.m., your body has started shifting into the rest and digest phase. That means your systems, including digestion and kidney filtration, are starting to slow down. If you flood your body with water now, it doesn't process it efficiently. It stores it. And guess where it shows up? That's right, your bladder at 3 in the morning. Instead, think of 2 p.m. as your anchor hydration. 1 glass of water, sipped over 20 minutes, is enough to rehydrate without overload. You're staying ahead of thirst without throwing off your body's rhythm. Humor moment. Look, if your bladder had a union, this would be its contract hour. 1 more glass, ma'am, but make it gentle. We're on break. Bonus tip: pair your 2 p.m. water with a light, low-sodium snack. Salt pulls water into your tissues and can increase thirst. A few almonds, some yogurt, or a sliced pear will balance hydration and keep things moving. And now, the big one. Best time number 5. 5 p.m., the final fill-up. This is the last full glass of your day, and it's the most important. Drinking water at 5 p.m. gives your body a 4 to 5 hour window to absorb, filter, and eliminate that water before your head hits the pillow. You're topping off your hydration without setting yourself up for a midnight wake-up call. After this point, We enter what I call the hydration quiet zone. And yes, it's totally possible to stop drinking water 3 to 4 hours before bed without feeling thirsty or dry-mouthed. Why? Because you've been hydrating smartly all day. If you still feel thirsty after 7 p.m., that's not always dehydration. It can be habit, mouth breathing, even dry indoor air. Instead of downing a full glass of water, try swishing with water and spitting it out. Yep, it tricks your mouth into feeling moist without overloading your bladder. Now let's address the question everyone's been secretly asking. So, when exactly should I stop drinking water before bed? The golden rule. Stop full water intake 3 to 4 hours before bed. For most people, that's between 6:30 and 7:30 p.m. Still want a nighttime drink? No problem. Just choose one of these gentle bladder-friendly options instead. Bonus: 3 nighttime drinks that help you sleep. Not pee. These aren't your typical just drink chamomile tea suggestions. We're going deeper. 1. Warm barley water, unsweetened. Yes, really. Barley water has been used for centuries to support kidney function. It's soothing, low in sugar, and has mild diuretic properties that actually help your body flush earlier, not later. 2. Banana peel tea. Don't run away just yet. Boiling a washed banana peel, yes, the peel, in water creates a potassium-rich, magnesium-filled drink that helps relax muscles and calm the bladder. Strain it, add a cinnamon stick, and you've got yourself a sleep tonic. 3. Peppermint and marshmallow root tea. These herbs are bladder calming, not irritating. Unlike citrus or green tea, which can be acidic, this duo helps soothe the urinary tract. Marshmallow root also forms a gentle coating on the bladder lining, which reduces urgency. What to avoid before bed? Citrus juices, alcohol, carbonated drinks, artificial sweeteners, detox teas. They often act as laxatives or diuretics. Bad news at 2 a.m. Let's put it all together for a moment. When you hydrate smartly, morning heavy, evening light, you're not just drinking water, you're giving your bladder a schedule. You're telling it, this is when we go to work. This is when we go to sleep. You're retraining it. And the best part? This isn't about restricting fluids, starving your body, or turning your day upside down. It's about small, thoughtful changes that give you control again. Because here's the truth, most people don't say out loud. Waking up to pee isn't just annoying, it's isolating. It's scary when you stumble in the dark. It's frustrating when you feel like you can't get back to sleep. And it's exhausting when you wake up tired, even though you went to bed early. But it doesn't have to be this way. With just 5 intentional sips, at 7 a.m., 9:30 a.m., 12 p.m., 2 p.m., and 5 p.m., you are not just reducing nighttime urination. You're reclaiming your night, your peace, your full sleep cycle. So the next time someone tells you to just stop drinking water after 6, smile and say, actually, I've got a better plan. Coming up next in our Golden Age Tips series, gentle bladder exercises for women over 60 that retrain pelvic floor muscles, the top 3 foods that increase nighttime urination, and what to eat instead, and how your sleeping position may be triggering bladder pressure at night. Yep, really. Don't miss out. Like, subscribe, and tap the bell if you want more science-backed, elegant, and empowering tips made just for our season of life. Check the description for links to those soothing nighttime teas and to our free hydration tracker printable to help you reset your water routine. And remember, your bladder may be bossy, but you're still in charge. Sleep well, beautiful soul. Now that we've tackled the when of hydration, let's take it a step further. Because while smart water timing can do wonders, there's one more piece to the puzzle. Bladder retraining. Think of your bladder like a slightly overdramatic roommate. The more attention you give it, the more it interrupts you. But with gentle, consistent boundaries, it learns to behave. And yes, you can teach an old bladder new tricks. Bladder retraining for women over 60 that actually works. Let's bust a myth real quick. Having to pee frequently at night isn't just about aging. Yes, our bodies change, but many of those changes are manageable with the right strategies. Here's how bladder retraining works. Step 1. Start a bladder diary for 3 to 5 days. Don't worry, this isn't a homework assignment from 1972. Just jot down what time you drink when you pee, if you had urgency or not. This helps you see patterns, like if your emergency trips at 3 a.m. are linked to your herbal tea at 8 p.m., or that you go out of habit, not need. Step 2. Delay urination gently. If you feel the urge, but it's not urgent, wait 5 minutes. Then next time, wait 10. You're retraining your bladder to expand its capacity, just like a muscle. Think of it like stretching. A little uncomfortable at first, but it builds strength over time. Step 3. Pelvic floor exercises. Yes, they matter. You've heard of Kegels, but did you know doing them while standing in line, washing dishes, or brushing your teeth can strengthen your bladder support system? Aim for 3 sets of 10 reps per day. Hold each contraction for 3 to 5 seconds. Exhale as you squeeze, inhale as you release. Strong pelvic muscles equal better bladder control equals fewer night wake-ups. Real talk. It's not about perfection, it's about consistency. Think of these exercises as brushing your bladder's teeth. Do it daily, and things stay in shape. Sleep position matters more than you think now. Here's a tip most doctors forget to mention. How you sleep physically affects your bladder pressure. Let's break it down. Checkmark. Best position. Left side. Sleeping. Why? It reduces pressure on your kidneys and bladder, helps lymphatic drainage, and even improves digestion. Plus, it keeps your spine aligned. Great for joint pain relief, too. Worst position. Flat on your back, with knees bent. This presses your abdominal area directly onto your bladder. If you've been waking up with urgency or that full balloon feeling, try adjusting your position with a pillow between your legs and under your belly. Extra tip. Elevate your legs for 30 minutes before bed. Swelling in the feet and legs can redistribute fluid overnight, leading to middle-of-the-night trips to pee. Elevating your feet before bed lets your body release that fluid in the evening, not at 3 a.m. Lifestyle add-ons that support better nighttime bladder health. These little tweaks make a big difference. Limit sodium after 6 p.m. Salt retains water and increases overnight urine production. Turn off screens an hour before bed. Blue light messes with melatonin, and poor sleep makes your bladder more sensitive. Yes, your iPad might be working against your bladder. Keep your room cool and dark. A comfortable environment reduces tossing, turning, and accidentally noticing you might need to pee. Sometimes it's not urgency, it's awareness. Don't force it. Emptying your bladder just in case before bed can actually train your body to expect bathroom visits when it doesn't need them. Let's circle back to Elaine, our retired librarian. After adjusting her hydration routine and trying the bladder delay technique for just 1 week, she went from 3 wake-ups a night to 1. Then, a few weeks later, 0. She told me, "I didn't realize how exhausted I'd been until I started waking up refreshed again. I feel like I got my brain back." And that's the truth most people never talk about. Nighttime urination isn't just about inconvenience. It's about mental clarity, emotional balance, and even heart health. When your sleep suffers, everything suffers. But now, you have the tools to change that. Let's recap. Your golden sleep routine starts here, 7 a.m. Drink your first glass. Start clean. 9:30. a.m., second glass for energy and digestion. 12 p.m., hydrate with lunch, not after. 2 p.m., anchor hydration with slow sipping. 5 p.m., final full glass, then wind down. After 7 p.m., no large fluids, only gentle sips or bladder-friendly teas. Add a bladder diary, delay technique, Kegels, left side sleeping, and elevated feet equals your complete Nocturia fighting plan. All without medication, without dehydration, and without waking up in the dark, again and again. And if you're thinking, well, this sounds great, but I've been dealing with this for years, let me say this. It's never too late to reclaim your nights. You are not stuck with poor sleep, and your bladder does not get to decide how you feel tomorrow. You do. If this video helped you, give it a thumbs up. It really does help other women find this information. Subscribe to Golden Age Tips for more empowering advice on living vibrantly after 50, body, mind, and spirit. You deserve peaceful, uninterrupted, soul-nourishing sleep. Let's make every night a golden one. Love,